So the main objective for me being a watch enthusiast, and I suppose a semi-successful YouTuber, is to provide you guys, the viewers of my channel, with my unbiased feedback on some of the watches and watch-related accessories that come across my desk. Now, if I'm lucky, sometimes this can also extend into a personal dialogue with the owners of these said companies, and for this video, that happens to be the latter scenario. So last month, I posted an unsolicited review of the iWantaStrap version 2 sailcloth straps on my channel, and overall, I did think they were a good value proposition, but I did find some minor QC issues, and the overall straps themselves were quite stiff. Now, Mr. Sailcloth, aka Clement, the owner of the iWantaStrap website, actually reached out to me directly after watching this video on my channel and wanted to see if I would do a no obligation review of their most current iterations of their sailcloth fabric straps, as well as some of the seatbelt NATO straps that they've recently released on their revamped website. Now, you might have noticed a tab at the bottom corner of this video saying this video includes paid promotion, and I'm not being paid to say anything about these straps. All that means is that Mr. Sailcloth did supply some straps for me to review, and I get to hang on to a few, but I'm also actually going to give a few away on my Instagram page, which stay tuned to the end of this video to get more details on that. And he actually insisted that I be unbiased, because being biased, he said, doesn't help him or the consumer. So in a second, we'll flip perspectives so you guys can see these NATO and sailcloth fabric straps in my studio, and I'll give you a high-level overview of what I think of these straps, and just to see if they address some of the earlier issues I found in the second generation of the sailcloth fabric. And I'll also quickly note too that if you are interested in these straps and you don't win any in the giveaway, there's going to be a discount code provided in the description of this video, and I'll also mention it during the studio portion of this review. Okay guys, so now that you're in my studio, I just laid out a few different watches which I tried to match the color of the stitch on the sailcloth with some of the accents on the dial. And then I also have a couple of the NATO straps that are here, some straps in the background which is going to be part of the giveaway. Now if you do go on the iWantaStrap website and you see something you'd like to buy, feel free to use the promo code EVERYDAY10 to get 10% off your total order. And there's no minimum order quantity required. Feel free to use this even if you're just going to pick up a cheap NATO or a few straps to complement your watches. Okay, so what I tried to do with each watch I'm going to show you guys is just try and find the right complement accent color that matches the really nice stitching on the sailcloth here with some accents on the dial for each timepiece. So as you can see, this is my Zelos Mako version 3 full lume dial, but it does have that really nice orange tip seconds hand, and you have some orange text printed above the date aperture by the 6 o'clock position. And I will say, I do like the overall texture and thickness of these straps better than the version 2 sailcloth. It's about 2.5 millimeters in thickness. There isn't really any bolstering there, so these do flex and break in quite quickly compared to the old version. And unlike the old version too, with the hardware, you're getting the signed iWantaStrap logo here, which the previous versions had an unsigned buckle. So I'm just going to hold up the version 2 sailcloth I reviewed last month here. You can actually see that the material is bolstered more. It's thick, but it's extremely stiff. And you can see that the buckle is left unsigned. Now, I do really like the overall thickness of the version 2, but because it's super stiff, I do like that these break in a lot better. So let me just show you a quick wrist shot of how my Zelos Mako version 3 looks with this orange stitch sailcloth strap. The nice thing about sailcloth is it's quick dry as well. So because I paired it with a dive watch and say I did want to take this in the water, it's not going to be something like leather or like canvas that just might take forever to dry. These straps are quite durable and they can definitely stand you dunking them in the water. Now, these straps are quick release too, so you can see that there is a quick release spring bar that's on the underside of a strap. So if you do want to quickly swap this out for something else, it's quite easy to do. The contrast counter stitch here on the strap minders are also done quite well. Now let's quickly switch gears and take a look at some of the NATO straps that Mr. Sailcloth is offering on his site now. And this is a seatbelt fabric NATO strap, so it is very reminiscent of the material you're going to find in the seatbelts of your vehicles, but it feels very durable. I do like the bead blasted hardware that's here. You can also see the iWantaStrap logo present on the buckle. You can see the stitching between the hardware is done very well as well. And I paired this NATO with my Swiss watch company Gen 1 diver. And I think it's a good combination. Now, with the short lugs on this Gen 1 diver, it's hard to fit many thicker NATO straps through. This one went through just fine. And I'll show you guys a quick wrist shot too, just so you can see how it looks on wrist. Now for reference, my wrist is 7.5 inches or 19 centimeters in circumference. And you can see I actually folded the excess strap back through the first keeper here. It would be potentially nice if they could actually have a couple of different NATO strap lengths. So if you do have a larger wrist, you might be able to get it through both holes with ease. And then the last watch strap pairing I have here is with my Zinn 556 red seconds hand here. And I found a perfect combo, I think, with this really nice red stitched sailcloth strap. Now, one minor QC which was present in the version 2 straps I reviewed is I do find that the holes that you actually loop the pin buckle through do tend to fray just a little bit here. You can see on the second strap hole here, it's already, some of the stitching has already come a little bit loose. And you can see no padding in between the layers of the sailcloth material, but it does keep the straps a little bit lighter, and again the articulation on these is a lot better. This breaks in pretty quickly. So here's a quick wrist shot of the Zinn 556 with a nice sailcloth strap with red contrast stitch here, and as you can see, I just think it adds the perfect amount of pop, just accentuating the red tip seconds hand here on my watch. So what are my overall conclusions for the latest sailcloth dual-sided fabric straps from iWantaStrap.com? Well, I do think that they improved in a few areas over the version 2 models I reviewed earlier. One, I do find that they break in a lot better. They feel a little more supple, and the hardware I do find is a little bit better, and you do have that branding on the buckle. Now, all that said, I do think that they should find some way to reinforce the different holes that they punch into these straps here, because I do find that they start fraying quite quickly. I haven't even had this strap for that long, maybe for a week or two, and I've definitely rotated the watches I've worn, and in that amount of time you can see some of the fabric here has definitely come loose near the first and second hole. Now, as far as the NATO seatbelt fabric straps, I mean, I like them a lot, actually. I do find I like the hardware on these. I think the buckle is substantial. I would say that as far as pricing goes, these cost $30 US, and I've seen similar quality seatbelt straps for slightly cheaper, but I'm also in Canada, so maybe there's a little more Canadian competition. And I should probably mention the pricing on the sailcloth straps here are $40 US each, which I think is priced competitively compared to some other sailcloth straps that are currently on the market. And again, guys, don't forget, if you're going to purchase anything from the store, use the discount code EVERYDAY10 to save 10% off your total order. Now, as far as the giveaway goes, I'm going to post a pic of these straps on my Instagram page, and I might add something in my Instagram story as well, just to give you the details for this contest. I'm going to be giving away these two sailcloth straps, so one with a contrast yellow stitch and one that's pure black. I'm also going to give away the seatbelt orange strap, and I'll probably also give away the blue seatbelt strap that's on my Swiss watch company diver. And I think I'll actually announce two winners. So each winner is going to receive one NATO and one sailcloth fabric strap in the mail, and I'll send you a direct message through Instagram once the winners have been identified. So there's only a few steps that you need to consider if you want to be eligible to win these straps. When I do post the picture on Instagram, please like the photo, follow my account on Instagram, which is Everyday Watch Guy, and also tag 2 friends in the comment of that photo once you see it on your feed. And I'll announce the winner about a week after I post that photo. And I wish you guys good luck, and who knows, you might actually walk away with some new straps just ahead of the Christmas holidays. So as always guys, thanks for sticking around until the end of this video. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. You'll stay up to date on all of my videos and future giveaways. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.